are back.
Yes. Back for another one.
Done with week 6. Hopefully everyone did well. I did okay. I could have been better, but I did okay.
All right, man. I definitely did okay. I mean, I didn't lose, so that's that's a push. The push is just as good as a win.
Yeah, you could say that I did that too. I kind of pushed over the weekend too, but I was very fortunate. I was staring at Eli and Odell Beckham Jr. for the longest in the Sunday morning. I just kept staring. I'm like, this is probably the week that they're gonna go off. No one's paying attention to them. They have to be low owned. And I decided to throw them in. And then I remember the first half, I was like, man, I was wrong again. I should never play these two. And then Eli in the third and fourth quarter decided to go off. And I'm like, wow. It actually hit. And ironically, that one hit the money lineup in the millie. But if Tavon Austin hit, it would have been nice too. But because I went really heavy on Tavon Austin.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just had that Austin feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Brit. I had about, man, I had one lineup with Brit in there. And, man, I know better. I mean, I know Brit. He's been doing the most in the passing game.
Yeah.
I play him every week. Austin has done absolutely nothing in the passing game, and
I know.
I'd rather just it's a lot of afterthought, but after thinking about it, man, I'd just rather miss out on him than just I don't even understand. You know, when you do certain things, you don't realize till after you done it. I don't know why even.
Yeah, it gets clear. Yeah, the wisdom finally kicks in afterwards, you know.
Yeah. And Strong. Jalen Strong. I really had a lot of Jalen Strong. That's the one who I'm disappointed in. Had a lot of Jalen Strong. I mean, the ball didn't come his way. It wasn't his fault. Fuller decided he wanted to play around or whatever. They wanted to use him as a decoy. I don't know what they were trying to do, but I guess Fuller just ruined my lineups. He didn't ruin them. I ruined them.
He came in. He was. They switched him to actually play, but he didn't really play snaps though, huh?
Fuller.
Yeah, Fuller. Yeah.
I didn't really watch the whole game like that.
Man, that game
I'm
was.
mad I missed the comeback or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it gave Lamar Miller his night, man. It was funny first too because you guys know that Frank Gore was at I think it was like 98 yards before the overtime game, and it threw him in just so he can get his 100 yards, and then he was out with the rest.
That was nice. Yeah.
So those are one of the interesting things that happened that night, and it was going well too with. On Friday, I made that Draftkings picks for everyone. That lineup scored 149 points. Everything was okay. Hopkins actually got a lot of targets that night. Osweiler just was not on his game in the first half, and then the second half. I mean, we all know Lamar Miller carried that game, but he finally came through and. I was on the same boat with you, waiting for Strong to do something, and then he got his one catch I guess the only catch that he needed to help that team win, which was in the overtime, where he actually he gave everybody 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but all in all, that was a wild weekend. Though a lot of players scored 30 points. Especially the running backs.
I was actually on point. Just I had a lot of holes, and I with this basketball season in, it's kind of like not throwing me off, but between basketball and work and this football, it's really throwing me for a loop a little bit because I made the big mistake. Um, I made my entries. I made my entries to my on my contest, but see, I ended up firing into the 4 p.m. only. That was the slate that I really wanted to
To
attack
jump
on
in, huh?
FanDuel.
Uh-huh.
But as I was making my lineups, I wasn't paying my for the all day slate on DraftKings. I wasn't paying attention because I had mostly the Saints. You know that Saints game.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was.
using the Saints game, like crazy. So I didn't do any 1 p.m. only. So
Mm-hmm.
when I got to work, I had to be to work at 12 o'clock. Once I got to work, and I was gonna work on some of my 4 p.m. only lineups. I come to find out the games that I targeted wasn't even on the 4 p.m. slate. I'm like, wow.
Oh, is that right?
So the 4 p.m. slate was just all sluggish and all of that. I still end up firing into it, but I meant to play the 1 p.m. only slate
Yeah.
because I had my fair share of Beckham
Mm-hmm.
and Cooks and Breeze and players and what's the tight end name?
Uh, um,
Cleaner.
Fleener, yes, Fleener.
Yeah, so I had a
I
nice
was gonna say Vernon
in my
Davis.
all day slates. I had a nice amount of those guys. Those are guys I was on. I would have ripped it up in the
The
1
morning one,
p.m.
huh? Yeah.
slate.
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
god!
Everybody was doing it. Big shout out to A Rash from Draft Shot, man. Those guys. Woo!
Yes,
He got
he
it,
ripped
man.
it up. He ripped it up in that 1 p.m.
Oh, he sure did, man. Oh man, it makes you really want to, because that strategy works pretty good, huh? Playing in the bigger leagues, because one of you guys, I remember reading, I think it was you that said that people tend to play more conservative when they play in higher amounts.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of GPP players that I talk to and on the side and stuff like that. We all live dangerously, and if you can maintain while living dangerously in GPPs, then you got a good shot. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh yeah,
I live dangerously in GPPs by
you sure
nature.
do.
You know what I'm saying? That's by nature for me. So
Yeah.
when you see me at the top, you're gonna be like, I can't believe he played that guy. That's the type of player I am.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
rule anyone out. If you putting on a uniform and I think you can do something, you will go in my lineup.
Did you play the running back from Miami too? What's his name?
No,
Jahi
that's,
Yahi.
I didn't even target their running game. I had them being behind.
I did too. That was a big trap game for it.
Yeah, I had them being behind. So I had a fair share of Landry
Uh huh.
and Tannehill, but I guess.
What an interesting game.
Yeah.
Completely threw me off guard. It was looking good first because they had Howard Bay, right? Going in for that, I think it was like 54-yard rushing touchdown. And then after that, Big Ben goes on his injury with his knee, and that was it. I just remember looking at my Big Ben lineup and going, he only has 4 points. That's it. And then
Right.
he actually came back in. I saw the score went up to 10. I'm like, oh, so boy did play. But um, that was week 6 though. Week 6 was a crazy week. I was surprised with Colin Kaepernick. He was a really good value for his pick for DraftKings for 5,000. He gave you about 19 points. which wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I definitely had him. A couple of them, about two Kaepernick lineups.
Yeah, my highest score over the weekend was with Kaepernick. It was
Yeah.
180 points. Where are you? Last 7 days. And I played in a cash game, man. So mad at myself.
I can't. I can't play. Any lineup I make is going in GPP first.
Oh man, the crazy thing is I made this one last minute too. I had originally put in Hoyer and them, and I looked at it and it just did not look right, and I swapped it real quick, and then I'm like, it was originally gonna be I had in my QB position was Eli, then I swapped him out with Colin Kaepernick so I can throw in Greg Olsen, and it actually did pretty decent, though the other lineup that I drew up on the board so I can show everybody, it did decent too. You would have cashed in if you played it in the $1 million lineup, Millie contest with Brock Osweiler, 17 points, Le'Veon Bell, 18, Jamal Charles. This one didn't. Oh, this one did have McCoy. I had McCoy in the flex. Tavon Austin, Hopkins, Allens, Jimmy Graham, Eagles D. I actually gave you 149 points. That was decent enough for you to cash. But the one that I played in the $1 million lineup last week was this lineup right here. I had Eli, and I saw that he was only 1%, so everyone really faded him. And then this one didn't have. I didn't have McCoy. Man, I wish I had McCoy in this one.
Yeah, instead of Le'Veon.
Yeah, instead of Le'Veon would have been nice, because I had Lamar in the flex, hoping to get that late night, which he did, and then the Rams D killed me. But
that was a good late night pick.
Yeah.
That's why I said, I don't know, man. My late night picks, they're going to have to get production. It's going to have to be somebody that's going to get some production in. I can't be sitting around waiting on Strong all damn night.
Waiting on Strong to get stronger. Well, that was for me. We'll go and we'll switch over to you and see what you're doing right now, because there's something interesting that I believe everyone would be really interested in seeing how you're performing, which is your NBA lineups are just phenomenal. I think you're gonna be more consistent than that than in football.
Yeah, I think that's my primary right now. But once my hours cut down,
yeah,
the next week or two, I'll be going from 12 hours a day probably to about 8, and then I'll be able to boogie. Right now, these 12 hours are murdering me. But I don't know. You showing my screen?
You have to switch over to yours. So go ahead and go on. You'll see it on Skype. You click the plus sign, and then you go ahead and share screen, and then select it to yours, and I'll load it up.
This should be it right here.
Yes, it is. All right.
Let's see. Like I have some live preseason basketball going on Fanduel and Draftkings. Let's see if I can get these up here for you guys. See what I'm doing. I need to see what I'm doing.
Curious, man. I can get some reverse engineering from you guys, man. I want to learn.
My Draftkings, okay. I'm never on these sites on my laptop because I'm always on the go. I'm always on my phone. So where would I go to
see?
You
click contest, yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, these are my
Yeah.
live contests. What I got going on right now. They basically all GPPs. I'm throwing darts tonight. Um, these are all the lineups I got going.
Nice.
Uh, let's click on one. Let's see what this one is doing. It's winning 45. It's got a score of 230.
231. Wow.
Let's see what let's see what the lineup looks like.
So, in your strategy of playing GPPs, Denzel, do you like to play like minimum 10 lines, or is it got to
Oh
be?
no, this is actually this is preseason, so I'm really just throwing darts, just trying to hit the top right now.
Oh, okay.
Uh, regular season came towards the last of the came towards the end of midway through the last season. I went from doing a lot of GPP lineups to actually one lineup a night and
Mm,
running it across the board.
yeah.
And I found some success doing that. Uh, I was just trying a lot of different things, but yeah, I was trying some success doing. I was having success doing that. But when I'm feeling froggish, yeah, I'll do, I'll leap. But like I said, I was doing one lineup because the scores were getting ridiculously out of hand last year. You
Yeah.
know, it used to be 300 to score
Yeah, I seen
mid.
one of it was like there was what they went as high as 400 one time too,
Now
right?
it was starting to go to 400, and I'm like, wait a minute. Then I scored 400 a couple times. I'm like, wait a minute. You know what? I'm gonna have to just start playing one lineup, and then I'll play like each slate. So that'll help me with my variance
Mm,
instead of doing a lot of lineups. I'll play each slate, you know, and so be it.
mm,
But I'm gonna have a lot of cash games going this year, and that's how it's gonna go.
mm.
Um, like in this lineup right now, what is it? Darren Williams. I just had to give him a shot. Looks like he's not doing too well. He's wetting the bed right now. DeRozan, the final. Oh, he absolutely killed it. He's 6% owned in that GBP. Jabari Parker's the fourth quarter, and he's doing well. Not what I expected, but he's doing well. Miles Turner right here at the power forward position. He is 30% on. He's stepping up to the plate at about, I think he's about 50, probably 5,200, 5,300. He's doing good.
Hmm.
Drummond, I don't know why he's 9.7% on, but hey, I'll take it at 37 points. This guy here was a surprise start. I'm surprised so many people caught on to it.
Mm.
News didn't break out till about, I'd say 30 minutes close to lock that all the starters from the Knicks wasn't going to be playing.
Oh, is
I
that
hurried
right?
up threw him in my lineup for the minimum of 4K. He
Mm.
returned 22 points. That's nice. Marcus Morris, he's doing all right. Well, he did all right for his 4,400 price tag. He gave me 25 points, and Carl Anthony Towns absolutely crushed it. And the game is still going. I had imagined that he is not in the game anymore,
Mm.
or he might be in there trying to get that one more rebound for a double double.
Hmm.
But all in all, that's how I'm looking right now. But I got a lot of lineups that's going. These players, the time is probably running out on them. I know we got that late night hammer game that's probably about starting about right now.
Yeah.
So this will absolutely fall. I know that, but in the process, I have some more lineups that'll be moving up. I know that.
I know
So
everyone. Hey, you're a star, man. Everyone seems to find you in those games. They
yeah,
posted it on Facebook. I'm like,
the
damn,
highest
man.
I did in this preseason was probably a third. Yeah, I got a third place finish.
Wow,
I got a third place finish. I hadn't hit the top yet,
it's gonna
but
happen, man.
yeah.
That's gonna happen, man. You're riding those waves pretty good, man.
Yeah. Uh, the basketball, like I said, is probably my strong suit. I believe it is my strong suit.
I believe so too. Well, your football's not that bad too. It's pretty darn good too.
Yeah, let me see if I can get to some of my football lineups
You can click on history.
history.
Yeah, right there, right next to your live upcoming, right there.
Okay. All right.
You can share some of.
Can I filter it with
Yeah, I think you could. I think you can.
NFL?
Oh, probably not. Let me check. Um, play GBP. That's all you're gonna see, huh?
Who me?
Yeah.
Oh, you see that? Oh yeah. But this was some of my lineups from last night, basketball, and let me see how I scroll down. Yeah, so that yeah, you can basically see yeah all my basketball lineups. I've been just trying to hit the top, man. Okay,
Mm.
there's my football. Uh, yeah, see, I love Draftkings. I love that GPP.
Hmm.
I love what they have going. That's why I play most of my GPPs on DraftKings.
Yeah, and they pay better too.
Yeah, so I don't know which one of these lineups I'd like to go through. Which one has the highest score?
I see a
Uh,
202. You can play that 202 one.
okay,
You
hold on.
scroll back down
I'm having trouble scrolling.
right there.
Okay, the scores are. Where do you see that? Oh,
So
there's the
go.
score right there.
Yeah, you'll see it in the center, right next to
Okay, a
the
202. You see a
yeah
202?
yeah the
Oh,
202 is on top there with the
okay.
$30. You click results.
All right, I
Yeah,
see it. Yeah,
202, man. You must have had you had a McCoy, and yeah, Matt Jones too. Incredible.
I just land for my player pool. Uh, this lineup supposed to have been better than that, and
Hmm.
I actually thought I had more cooks than I did, but I had a nice fair share of cooks. But anyway, yeah, this one here had Eli and
Nice.
handcuffed with Odell Beckham,
Hmm.
and the news. I was trying to be slick with the Richard Rodgers
Hmm.
because there was hype. Uh, Cobb was probably gonna have to take some snaps at running back, and then I say, the Pat Rogers hasn't been looking like himself. I was really
Most definitely, he
contemplating,
has not been
you know,
looking at himself.
I was really contemplating a couple passes to Richard Rogers. Hopefully, he can get himself going, and just a couple, maybe a touchdown to the tight end, and that didn't work. He had two receptions for 15 yards. Matt Jones, I've been riding him for a couple weeks on the low,
Hmm. I like him this week too.
and he got me 22 points. Uh, Odell Beckham Jr. Self-explanatory. McCoy, I was really on McCoy, and like you said, I wish I could have had uh, Miller here instead of Bill, but
Yeah.
so be it. Landry, 7 receptions. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you 7 to 10 points on just on receptions alone.
Yeah.
You know, if he could ever find an end zone with one of them, it'd be nice. But he don't find an end zone very often. The defense, defenses are just such a toss up, man. And
Yeah,
since I had Matt Jones, I said, let me pair him up with the Redskins defense, and because
it was looking good too.
I'm just
Yeah,
looking for Wentz. I'm looking for Wentz to
to throw his
get
rookie, right?
that rookie wall,
Yeah,
and I
that
guess
that
not.
that definitely cost me a lot. I was looking for that the first 3 games. Wentz told me, "Nope, I'm not gonna be one of those players," and he finally threw it.
Right.
uh, Same thing with
Right.
with Prescott, man. Prescott was looking good too. He did break Brady's consistency record, rookie record, and then he shook hands with Brett Favre.
Right.
And everything was done there. So this
Some
is
of
your
my
live
basketball,
backup. Well, nice.
some of my basketball going right now. The FanDuel, I had really bad trouble with my lineups today on Draftkings and FanDuel at work. Oh man, they swarmed me right before lock, and I couldn't really focus. And
Yeah. So tell
I
me how
thought,
you do that. So like, I know you're doing this all on your phone, right?
yeah, I'm doing it all on my phone
You're
at work. It's really rough, man. It's really rough.
are you importing them in? Is that what you're doing with your like to fill them up fast?
I'm manually doing them every hand by hand,
Wow.
and
Wow.
I'm manually doing them by hand. And God damn, look at Harden. He's at 40 in the third. Oh my God, this guy just puts on the show.
Sure does.
Preseason.
Free
Yeah,
season.
I'm doing them manually by hand. So
Nice.
preseason is just so you can do all the work all day, but the last hour up until lock is really crunch time. So
Mm.
I had to put in what I had to put in 40 lineups. So,
Wow.
ugh,
So you're doing
man,
it. You gotta be doing it like an hour and a half in then, right? Before the game starts,
doing
right?
I'm doing them all day. It's just the adjustment you have to make.
I know,
See,
right? So how do you handle that
Carmelo
workload?
Anthony, yeah, hey, I'm real. I got my own station, so that's the only thing that saved me right now.
uh
Because I get on at 7 in the morning, and
huh.
most likely I'm getting off at 7 in the evening. But
Yeah.
you know, between six, the games lock at 7, so man, it really gets rough around 6 o'clock. I got an hour to go. Then here
Hmm.
comes the news:
Hmm.
Carmelo Anthony out. The Boston not starting none of their starters. Um, that's just a whole lot to go back and change and
It
all that.
sure is. It sure is.
But I can do it. I can do it.
The
I can.
quick
I
quick
can do it.
swap really does help out though, huh?
There's no more quicks. No. Oh yeah,
So,
the quick player switch.
yeah.
Yeah. That helps. That helps. But it helps. It helps. But you still have to go back and fine tune, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then after I did all that, then they announced Wiggins is out, and I'm like, come on with all of this, man.
Would
Sometimes you have to bite the bullet, but that goes back to don't play what you can't afford to lose,
yeah.
and that's how that goes. But yeah, this is probably my highest scoring lineup so far, I believe. It's in 641st place.
Nice.
Uh, you can see I have Gorgie Jing.
Mm.
He's at 3.6%.
That is
Um,
incredible, man. So
he's
how do
doing
you
good.
are you? So how do you choose those low owned players? You have an assumption, or is it a gut pick, or do you have news,
That now, well,
or
I
you just
know
make
who's
hella
gonna be.
lineups and then
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
have the
No, I know
possibility of
who's
them?
gonna. I know who's gonna be low owned in basketball without a doubt every night. If you play basketball, you know who's gonna be low owned.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I knew Jang was going to be low on.
Uh-huh.
I know Brandon Jennings was going to be low on, and everybody else was. I know they was going to be. I'm surprised Miles Turner was that low owned,
Mm.
but FanDuel is different from DraftKings,
Mm-hmm.
but so I could have figured he would have been at the center spot. He would have been a little bit lower owned because you got guys out there like Carl Anthony Towns and Drummond and guys like that and Gobert that you have to play. But
Mm.
yeah, as far as Jennings and Gorgie Jean, yes, I knew they were going to be low owned.
Nice. Nice. Now, when you're making multiple lineups like that, a big problem that I know that I have is your your mind's always leaning towards the same core guys, you know. Do you find a way to turn that off, or where like you make a new line, you try to like go off of a blank, a fresh mindset and try to choose players around. I mean, choose different core players and then work around them,
A lot of
or is it
people,
just gut?
a lot of people use a lot of people use core lineups.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean core guys. I mm, I don't too much use core guys. If
Mm-hmm.
I do, they already. I don't write them down or nothing like that. I have them locked in,
Mm-hmm.
locked in. I'm more I'm more going. I like to use uh what would I say matchups. I like to go out a little bit off matchups right now,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I do come up with a nice core. Sometimes I drift off of it, but I like to say mainly gut. Mainly gut. It's got to be gut. It's mainly gut. It
Yeah.
just damn the Lakers haven't even scored. But anyway, it's mainly gut because I just feel like basketball is my go-to sport.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, you probably really rich in its history too to you, so like it's in the back of your head.
yeah, it's in the back of my head. I have experience in playing basketball
Uh-huh.
and all that, so that works in your favor. In your favor.
Amen. I agree there. I'm pretty sure it does because it gives you get to have the detail aspect too. Where people like me, I'm just looking at stats and I'm hoping that they hit their average. That's how I was making them before last season. I know nothing about basketball besides the celebrities of them, and I was just looking at the stats and I would calculate how much I would get, and I would assume I would only play 50-50s because I could barely win those. And
Yeah,
I was using that as a learning curve, and it was still challenging for me because they're those low owned guys, right? Like the 4% that you just chose, that some people are aware of, and they're just killing it with it.
yeah, yeah,
And I have no
yeah.
idea of them. I have no idea of them. I have no idea that they'll come out like that. So it's
Mm-hmm.
quite challenging. And I don't like playing free rolls because it doesn't get you emotionally invested in. You kind of just like it's whatever. Your focus won't really be on them. But when you put money on there, your focus is a little bit more heightened in.
Right. But definitely, anything goes in preseason. In preseason, anything goes. But I'm so shocked at this preseason because they are just playing. Man, they are playing starters and stuff more than the average this year,
Oh,
man.
is that right? This is
Yes,
it's like
they're playing starters more than the average this year, and hey, a lot of people say, uh, I don't like playing preseason and all that. Well, to each his own, man, because I'm loving it.
yeah.
I win every night. I win every night or break even.
Hmm.
You know, I got a lineup that's really climbing right now. I don't know. It might not hold. It might not hold once everybody gets into the fold, but it's in 77th place right now. Uh, I know there's some hell of a lineups out there. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to meditate on any of my lineups.
Mm-hmm.
I rarely do, but
So
in the next couple of weeks, all of that would be
change forever. Huh?
yeah, because my hours will be going down. My winnings are going up. I see that right now,
Yeah,
so
that's a good
that's
thing.
a good thing. As long as I get my money back, I'm cool though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. I want another chance at it.
Yeah.
All right, speaking about another chance of it, we have another chance at the NFL this week, and that's week 7. We're going to go right on to uh, the matchups this week, and we'll discuss in a brief detail.
Um,
I'll
let me go
switch
back
it.
to your screen.
Yeah, I'll switch it right now.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Is it back?
Yeah, should be able to see. Switch it. Share. Okay. All right. So this week, all right, we'll skip Thursday night. Chicago and Green Bay. You guys will probably have those locked in. If not, quickly, I like A-Rod at home, even though he's been struggling strangely. I don't know if it's his receivers or it's him or he's taking a lot of the criticisms really building back on him because since he loves having that chip on his shoulder, there may be too much chips on his shoulder this time for him to handle because their running game is really being damaged right now.
Yeah.
They need a healthy running game to keep Aaron Rodgers composed, so he doesn't have to have all that pressure on him. But we'll see against your Bears. This is a division game, rivalry.
Yeah.
Hoyer is actually, to me, I think he's looking fantastic compared to Cutler.
Yeah, he is. I've been playing. Uh, I've been playing Thursday night slates every week. I'm gonna scale back. I'm gonna fade. I'm gonna
Thursdays.
fade Thursday. I'm gonna fade this Thursday
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not even prepared.
Yeah.
For one, I'm not prepared. Number two, I'm gonna just fade it anyway.
Yeah.
And focus on Sunday, and then especially we got these Bears. Oh, I got to fade it because I will go homer crazy on this.
Yeah. They're
Because
good.
I actually think the way Green Bay's playing and the Bears defense, they've been surprisingly all right,
Yeah.
man. They've been surprisingly all right, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if
The upset happens, huh?
this be a good game. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Yeah.
don't watch out. It could be a shootout. This Meredith, he's just rose to the occasion,
He
and I'm
sure
really
has.
like that. I only watched 2 games this year, man. But I haven't seen Meredith. But man, he's been rising to the occasion, and he makes for a good play.
Mm-hmm.
Alshon, Alshon had some words this week. He was swearing and everything. That's not like Alshon in an interview. He said we need to get in the end zone. He's not that vocal like that, so
Yeah.
he's kind of pissed, which I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And it's liable to be a dogfight, or Aaron Rodgers is liable to get his swag back. You know,
Possibly. I'm really curious if Niall Davis is gonna play right away, but we'll find out.
yeah, we'll
Well,
find out
we
about
sure
that.
will. And the good thing about see, like with your hectic struggle too. I mean, schedule. I'm sorry. Like the Thursday lineups are a good way to include your Thursday lineups or to just go with the Monday Thursdays. Prime times where you only have the two teams to focus and
Yeah.
to find good use of those Thursday games. That's one way to do it. I know that's how I treat it. Sometimes I'll play Thursday to Mondays, but those are I found out those are really against your odds, just because you have so many other people that can go off on you.
I'm glad I missed the. I probably would have fired into at least 5 times, and maybe three of them probably would have had Lacey. I'm glad I faded that slate. I didn't even play the Monday to Thursday, and that's that.
Yeah. And if you didn't have David Johnson, I don't know if you didn't play if you played the Monday to Thursday one, yeah.
Oh, for sure, I would have had David Johnson and everybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody else would have had him, but the Lacey thing, I would have had at least one or two Laceys. I know that.
So the first game's going to be in London on Sunday, and that's the Giants and the Rams. It'd be interesting to see how that goes. I like Odell again this weekend against the Rams. If the Rams were allowing Matt Stafford to go that crazy, I'm pretty sure they're going to allow that again with Odell and Shepard and Cruz over there. So another good play might be that. And I think Rashad Jennings is coming back this week. I'm not sure though, but let me see. New York Giants. Yeah, Rashad Jennings is clear to play, so he's back in. It might be a nice pick too. But the Rams, always a good choice for wide receivers. They're very cheap, but they can be cheap on you, like Tavon Austin last week. But Kenny Britt did decent. They give him a high ceiling again. Wow, it could be quick, but that's the Giants and the Rams. My favorite picks would just be Odell again, Odell or Shepard with Eli, and then you can probably go with. I wouldn't like going again with Britt. I think this time might be Quick or Austin. That's those are just my quick analysis. Do you have any?
Last week I went pretty. I was on the Giants defense last week.
I
had so much Giants defense. Who they play?
The Ravens, yeah.
I had the defense because of how banged up the Ravens were.
Yeah.
And that Giants defense, it really disappointed me. I had faith in that defense. A lot of people going to say I'm crazy, but hey, everybody should know a lot of defenses are toss up. But I just had faith in that defense this last weekend. But going back to this game, I like Eli and Beckham, but I probably won't play Eli. I probably just play Beckham. And I love cheap receivers, especially ones and twos. Britt, he's a big target. He's in play for me.
Yeah.
I'd like to say Gurley. He's been doing semi-okay. I haven't checked any of the players' prices. But
6,300.
Gurley, he's 6,300.
Yeah, for DraftKings.
Yeah, so Gurley, he's been doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Not disappointing, so that's a good thing. I'm glad he's working his way out this slump. It's a matter of time before he explodes.
Yeah.
In GPP, I think I'll be taking me some Gurley. Yeah. Some Gurley and some Britt again. I won't be chasing because I do play Britt. Just last week, I was just on Tavon Austin. I'm not on Tavon Austin anymore this season. He showed me something. I don't even know why I jumped on him, and he
Can't play with
hasn't
him.
shown
Can't coach
me anything.
him.
Right. He hasn't showed me anything, and I picked a lot of them. Not a lot of them, but I had a nice share of them.
Mm.
But like I say, I like to play him though. If I do play Tavon Austin, like I say, I'll take him with the defense.
Mm.
I'll probably run him, Gurley, and the defense because Tavon Austin if he takes a punt back to the house, that's like a double bubble
Mm-hmm.
with the defense. And then I'll take Gurley with the defense also. So that's like a little triple threat if I'm feeling confident. But other than that, nah.
Mm. The next game is actually pretty. It's gonna be a juicy one for a lot of people. Cincinnati and Cleveland with the over under at 45, and Cincinnati up by 10. A lot of people are gonna jump on this one.
Now I want to go back to last week for a second
Go for it.
with Cincinnati. Who
Mm-hmm.
they play? Cincinnati played.
They play England. They play the Patriots.
Right. So I had them coming from behind,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a nice fair share of Bernard,
Did you?
and it worked out.
It sure did.
He had between 16 and 20 points, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
but it worked in my favor.
Mm-hmm.
I had him coming from behind. I had him catching the passes, and boom, there it was. So going back to this week, this is not a week I won't be playing Bernard. I'll probably lean on to their running back because
Mm-hmm.
I'll have him ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But what's his name?
Hill?
Not Bernard. Hill.
Yeah, I got Hill in this one too. I really like Jeremy Hill.
So that's a strategy that people can look towards to when teams have dual running backs like that. But
Yeah.
anyway, AJ Green, he owed me from a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be looking for those points. You owe me some points, so I'll be looking for those points from AJ. I don't know if I'll be playing Dalton this week, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely have me some Green in that one. If I'm not mistaken, we got an injury to Terrell Pryor,
Yes, we do.
and
He's been pretty good for a wide receiver. I'm pretty impressed.
he's been doing his thing. Big ups to him, man.
Yeah.
I applaud everything he's been doing, and
He's that
and
team, man. He is that
they
team right
have
now.
they not only that, Cleveland have been playing hard.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bowing down and stuff like that. They've been playing hard. Big ups to Cleveland Browns. But I'm not playing anyone on Cleveland.
Well, that's simple enough there. All right. Well, Cleveland.
It's just not gonna happen.
Sorry, that caught me off guard. Isaiah Cromwell is pretty cheap, guys. 4,000 for running back. So
Is that a Draftkings? He's
yeah,
4,000?
yeah, it's 4,000. That's super cheap for a running back. So, if you want to, he might be a low owned too. Isaiah Crowell could be a decent 4,000 pick for you, so that you can have some salary cap. So, if I'm gonna go with anyone from Cleveland, I would go with Crowell this week. If not Crowell, I do like their tight end Gary Barnage. So, he's someone that that might give you a nice 10 points. Moving on, we have Oakland and Jacksonville. Now, this one should be really interesting. This is
Yes. I really love this game.
yeah,
Everybody that lines up on the sidelines, I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Which were receivers. So I love the receivers on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Both
And
sides.
they're having Jacksonville win by 1.5. So this will be interesting. I really think that the Raiders have a better offense, but we'll find out.
Yeah,
'Cause
we will find out. What's the name? Murray.
Uh-huh.
Murray practice. He's back in practice,
Mhm.
so we'll figure out how that running situation will go
Yeah.
over there.
He's still a great price too at 4,400. So,
Oakland, yeah, in Oakland, they're giving up. I believe they're giving up the most passing yards
mhm.
so far. So
Mhm.
Hearns and Robinson,
Nice.
they look like they're a go.
Yeah. The
Love Robinson, man.
yeah.
Love
Robinson's
Robinson.
at 7,300 and Hearns is questionable, but I'm pretty sure he's going to play at 5,000 and I think it's about time the Allen brothers get their touchdowns together in one
Mm-hmm.
game. So this will be a great game for it to happen to. Even though Jacksonville has just been strange again though, uh, especially with Bortles. So I don't know what's really going on. In the running game, I know they still have Ivory, right? Yeah.
Yeldon at the one, Ivory at the two. So I wouldn't. I'm not going to touch their running game.
Yeah. But
Maybe if I do a lot of lineups, I don't know. I'm not even going to touch their running game,
yeah.
man. I'm just going to leave that situation alone. But there are some cheap options to be
Yes.
got.
Yes. These might be the areas where everyone's gonna probably not look into, but we'll go on to the next one. This one is really interesting. The Saints at KC. And man, Drew Brees has just been phenomenal in the dome, but on the road, he is just like Mr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde, man.
I know,
Or
right?
if it's the
And
opposite.
Kansas. I don't know how many points did they put up last week? Probably about 28 or
Yeah,
around
yeah,
that. So with this game here, it's basically unpredictable. I mean, for me right now, uh, Breeze, he has the skills to light up anywhere, anytime, any place.
hmm
But seems like they got KC up fairly by a touchdown or whatever. But
hmm
uh, the Kansas City Chiefs, they can pound, they can pound, they can pound, they can pound the ball. I don't know if New Orleans will be able to handle it.
yeah,
Andy Reid, he said Jamal is not ready for a full workload,
correct.
but they still have bowling balls over there,
Yes, they do.
So
Yeah,
they can pound it right along with Jamal Charles. They can pound it.
yeah,
Each and every one of those guys will be playing the vulture role around the goal line. So pick your poison on the running back side. But New Orleans secondary,
hmm
they looking bad. So um, I don't know if Kansas City defense can hold down Breeze and Kansas City find a way to get up, they're gonna pound up the rest of the way
yeah. So
because they do
the
not want to see Drew Brees in action.
yeah,
He gets hot or anything like that.
hmm And he likes to spread everyone apart. So this is a great. I mean, they have to. I mean, Alex Smith is the game manager king, so he's gonna have to try to be as successful as he can on the run game and keep it on the field to keep Breeze off, so they can win it.
Right.
So this might be a good week to roll on with the running backs there. Really disappointed last week with Jamal. Macklin and Kels,
Yes.
Spencer Ware
Yeah.
and them. They took everything last week.
Yeah. And Kelsey needs to get into the end zone badly. But
hmm
like I say, they can control the clock both ways by their secondary being so bad. The Saints,
hmm
they should be. They can. I know Alex Smith can control the clock with a couple short passes and right back to the run, a couple short passes right back to the run. So it's different ways that they can find ways to control the clock. The main thing is Kansas City defense. Can they hold Breeze down? Because if they can't hold Breeze down, then they're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, because we know that Alex Smith has a hard time coming back.
Catching up.
Yeah,
he can do it though,
yeah.
especially if it's a secondary like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he did it to them once.
Yep.
He did it to them once.
I don't know right now.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard, and then they don't have their stationary running back, man. All those running backs are GPP options.
Yeah.
So, man, it's like on the running game side, you don't know who's going to score the touchdowns. But
yeah.
I might like the passing game. The passing game hasn't showed up for me all year.
Yeah.
All year, I always run me a Kelsey, a cheap Kelsey and
Macklin?
Smith and Macklin stack.
And DeAnthony Thomas is back too, so he's someone that likes to sneak in the end zone every now and then too. And I think he's gonna get all the punt returns too.
Okay.
So he's coming back in. I know that they're trying to sneak one into him last week. So
I will sleep on that.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure everybody else will be sleeping. I have to look back into that.
Yeah.
Might have to throw him in one.
Mm-hmm. Cheap 3,000 receiver, and then so we'll go. Why don't you pick two of each teams that you feel like is a good go for each team?
Well, I definitely New Orleans. The way Fleener's been playing, I can definitely dig it.
Oh, you go with Fleener, huh?
Yeah, I've been playing. Yeah, because man, I had me some Freeman, some Fleener in this weekend.
He played running back.
Yeah, with that rushing touchdown, had a nice amount of Fleener and a nice amount of Cooks. And yep, I didn't take nothing down though. But yeah, give me some Fleener anytime, any place against any team with Breeze. Give me some Fleener. And
who else?
I don't know who. I don't know who else would I choose on that between the wide receiver coalition, but not Cooks, the rookie.
Oh, you talking about Thomas?
Yeah,
Michael Thomas.
Thomas, possession receiver, got some height on him. In games like this, I'll definitely take me some Thomas.
Nice. All right, we'll move on to Buffalo and Miami. Now, McCoy just did a number on my 49ers, and it was just it was hard to win the Sunday game without McCoy, and he's kind of a little bit injured. I think he's having some hamstring problems. It was scary knowing that injury that he got in the late in the first half, he slipped, and they thought that it was over for him. I was hoping it wasn't, because I'm like, man, you're doing so well, you're gonna kill it in the next half. And then it was nice, he was doing little drills, and he came back in, so it was good for that. Now he's going against Miami, and Miami has been showing people that they're not a trap game. I mean, that they are. They're not what the I guess the term that they use for bad teams now are bye weeks. They're not a bye week. I was watching All or Nothing earlier, and I was hearing I forget the coach's name, Arian. I forget the Cardinals coach, but then he was like, "We're going to Cleveland, and don't you guys dare think it's a bye week." Because they'll show you
what. Talking about Dennis Johnson?
No, I could be. Arian. I know his first name is Arian. Yeah, Bruce Arian. There you go. Yeah, Bruce Arian was telling the team, "Don't you guys dare think it's a bye week." Those boys were. You guys better go out there and play your hardest. I was laughing. Well, that's messed up to call a team a bye week, a team that sucks. And Cleveland's still in that situation, man. They are a bye week for a lot of players, a lot of teams right now. But Miami definitely showed up Pittsburgh, and I don't know if it was their strategy to get Ben hurt, but then this week we got I like I also like again McCoy against Miami, and I don't know if Jay, I think Ajayi or Ajayi, I don't know if he's gonna be able to repeat what he did last week against Pittsburgh, but he sure did do a pretty good job running through Pittsburgh like that, surprising everybody off, and he was completely low owned. They're playing in Miami. Aaron Foster is such a gamble to play with because you don't know when he's gonna twist his groin again or just not line up properly. So Jay's a good play, but that Buffalo defense is no joke, man.
Yeah.
Who do you like?
It's hard for me to look past anything but the obvious, which would be the 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 Tannehill
Landry.
and Landry stack. That's about it. I can't just jump. I mean, I don't know.
Wow, Tannehill is only 5,100 this week. Wow.
Yeah. It's hard for me to go past that.
Wow.
I mean, I take that and run with it. I'll take that and run with it any day. I always got them losing. I always got them passing to come back. If they trying to make it to turn their season around, and so be it. But I can, I never have no problem with Tannehill and
Tannehill and Landry, huh?
Landry stack. Yeah.
Those are gonna be a pretty good stack. We'll move on to Minnesota and Philly. Sam Bradford goes back home. That's gonna be an interesting game.
Supposed to be a defensive struggle right here.
So we're going with kickers, huh?
Yeah, Minnesota, and then Minnesota have a good kicker too. But anyway, yeah,
he does.
They coming off a bye. Minnesota coming off a bye. I wonder if the defense still going to be red hot. I don't know. I can't know. They still going to be red hot, but I like me some Minnesota defense in that one, and I like Rudolph, even though Philly got a pretty decent defense. I still like Mr. Rudolph in that one. He's a tight end. If you're a skilled tight end, you'll be able to find your way around, and especially against the defense like Philly's defense is pretty solid right up until this point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Then maybe I don't know. They kind of banged up on the receiving side. And then the receivers that they have probably ain't worth all that. So it's interesting to see how Philly will play them defensively. I don't know how they're going to do it. They might try to, I don't know. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it. It's going to be a good game, but I don't know if they're going to.
They're going to need to score
take
early.
The receivers out, whatever. But it'll be a nice defensive game probably if you like defense.
Yeah.
And on the Philly side of the ball, going back to last week, I surprisingly had a lot of Matthews, and he really ticked me off, man, with that. Oh my God. Anyway, fast forward to this week. I haven't been playing too many Philly players, but offensively, I think I'm just off this game. Period. Yeah. I can't even pick pick nobody from this team, man. I can, I don't know. I can't even pick anybody from this team, from neither one of these teams offensively.
Yeah, they're very they're very
If the
cheap.
defense, yeah, if the defense is busts,
Mm-hmm.
then there could be some good GPP options there
Mm-hmm.
with Ertz.
Mm-hmm.
Even Ertz was disappointing last
Yes,
week,
he was. He
two
sure was.
weeks in a row,
Yeah.
but uh, I don't see them receivers doing Nathan
Mm-hmm.
over there against
I'm
those corners.
I am total agreement with you there. I think if I'm gonna play anybody from them, it's just kickers through Fanduel, but and Kyle Rudolph. But who was that one wide receiver there? Was it Thielen?
Yeah,
Yeah, Thielen. I don't know if he's gonna do it again, but if Diggs is still questionable, okay. So Thielen might be something. Cordell Patterson, but it is Philly defense. Big shout out to my boy Michael Kendricks. Funny thing, man. Michael Kendricks came into my house. He's best. He's his. I know his best friend. We worked together at one time. He came over when he was still playing for Berkeley, and he came in here. He was telling me all his story about he's gonna go to the NFL, and I was just like, I wasn't hearing it. Next thing you know, he's in the NFL. I'm like, holy shit.
right.
I'm like, damn, Michael, you did it, man. You did it. He came over to check out my music production that time. That's how I was heavily into my music production, and I was making music with his best friend, and he came over, and I'm like, damn, Michael's just as tall as me, man. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna put you in the NFL, and then next thing you know, he's in it. I'm like, congrats, man. So big shout out
Yeah.
to you, Michael. You're doing a pretty good job. I loved how you sacked. I love how you sacked. I can't even think of his name now. The old Redskins quarterback. Boy, who Browns.
Last.
Yeah, Browns QB that got hurt. I forgot his name. RG3.
Oh yeah.
He had a good one last season, a couple seasons back, and I seen it. I was like, there you go. So we got Baltimore and the Jets. This one's interesting because Geno is going to be the starter now. I don't know if he still want to go with Brandon Marshall. He was throwing a lot to Inua.
Mm.
But that was just garbage time. So we'll see what happens there. And I don't know if what is it? Is it Flacco that's having an issue too? Yeah. So Ryan Mallett might come in. I'm gonna have to check that before Sunday starts.
I didn't see that. What happened with Flacco?
I don't know. Something's wrong with Flacco. Let me check real quick. But he's questionable. I seen it come up earlier. Let me just throw up this Sleeper Bot. I love that Sleeper Bot, man. Sleeper Bot is an amazing app. If you guys have not used it, you guys want to be up on your injuries, Sleeper Bot's a good app to keep on. I mean, it bugs you all day though. Don't get me wrong, but it's pretty good on telling you what the injury trends are. So we got let's see what Joe Flacco. What's wrong with Joe Flacco? So Joe Flacco, he's having shoulder problems, so he didn't practice today. He probably will still play, but yeah. So they got Baltimore 0. Probably won't play anybody from this one. Geno's 5,000. Even though Geno's 5,000, I think I'll still go with Tannehill.
Right.
Because I don't know who Geno's gonna throw to. If Geno comes in, it's like week 1 for me. I don't know who it is.
He gonna start off flying off into Brandon Marshall for sure. Brandon Marshall got him in the corner right now.
Mm-hmm.
You better throw me the ball.
Well, there's a contrarian play for you guys.
Yeah. They got I forgot to go back and see what he did. They just acquired that tight end. What was his name? ASJ.
Yeah.
What did he do last week? You know?
I don't think he did much.
Right. supposed to be
I can check that real quick for you. See.
incorporated into the offense, man. I didn't play him though.
I didn't play him too.
But
Yeah, but he didn't get anything at 0. But
I don't know if he played or not then. But anyway,
yeah,
uh,
according to that,
him and Forte could be Forte could get a couple dumps or whatever, you know. But Baltimore, I've been seeing them. Baltimore supposed to have some pretty nice defense, though, man.
yeah, I know.
So
According to the stats, these guys are in the top 5.
yeah, so I don't really know. Well,
What do you like about? I mean, do you what do you guys say about Terrence West though? Do you like Terrence West?
I like Terrence West, yeah, but I don't. Who did the Jets play last week again?
They played the Giants. The Jets. Oh, the Jets. The Jets played Arizona.
Arizona, right? Oh yeah, right. That was a Thursday night game, right?
Yeah, it was a Monday night game. Yeah, last night. The other night. I'm sorry, last night. Monday night.
Monday night game. Right.
Yeah,
Davis to wipe the floor with them.
Yeah, but Terrence West is mainly his red zone opportunities. He gets them all. So
West will probably be, a player that I probably throw in GPP.
mm-hmm.
But like if you running cash or something like that, no.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to Indy and Tennessee. Now this should be a nice high-scoring game. They got it. Tennessee 2.5.
Back to that Baltimore game, Pitta.
Oh, Pitta.
Yeah, Pitta is a nice option.
4,000. Whoa, he's getting expensive for a tight end.
He gets his targets though.
He sure does.
Him on DraftKings.
He Gilmore better not get in the way, man. He's getting some targets now too.
Watching some of that game.
All right, so Indy and Tennessee. Now this should be a nice high-scoring game. This could be a good game for Andrew Luck and Mariota. But I'm looking at Mariota, or actually, we all know the one person that's on fire right now that's gonna catch our attention is DeMarco Murray. In these rush game, if the Colts are gonna be anything like what they were in Monday night, expect DeMarco Murray to repeat what Lamar Miller did. And
right.
Tennessee got a better O-line.
So for Tennessee, it's Sharp. I could just wring his neck right now. Number one. Number two, like I kept saying, who the hell did he keep throwing the ball to, man? So Wright popped out of nowhere last week.
Yeah, he did. And Rashard Matthews, yeah.
It's like the guess who game. So I know what I would do with that. I would just stack Mariota with Murray.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'll have exposure to the touchdowns either way it go.
Yeah. Do you still have faith in Delaney Walker, or is it?
Yeah, I still have faith in Delaney Walker, but sometimes I play a naked quarterback. That's when I can't pinpoint where the touchdowns are going to.
Yeah.
So I'll take a Mariota stack and a Murray, and then I'll just go find me some receivers somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah. Mariota for 6,000. Yeah, not bad.
Mariota for 6,000.
A naked QB for 6,000. That's not bad.
Or I can just snatch up a T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah.
And because I think Luck is around the upper what?
He's at 7,000 right now, and he's
at 7,000.
His ceiling is really high, so he's probably
his ceiling is high. Yeah, I might just look elsewhere for my receiving.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll go into the Washington-Detroit game. Now, this game is juicy to me. I think this is going to be one of those high-scoring games, too. In that Detroit, Detroit gives up so much yards, and I'm hoping Reed comes back. If not, it's okay. Vernon Davis is starting to get along too. He's no longer blocking now because they don't got any more tight ends to cover. So if I think Reed will probably come back this game.
I'm thinking about taking Washington defense on this. I'm not even feeling that 49 over under. I'm not feeling that.
Mm.
I'm feeling it. I just feel like Detroit gonna be throwing. They throwing every week. Somebody got to give them a bad game.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're really shorting this over under then, huh?
I really don't. I really don't. I really don't know. I really don't like that Detroit by one. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that one bit.
It is
But
by one. Huh? That's funny.
yeah, but anyway, uh, I could see Tate. I was on Tate this weekend. Thank
Did you?
God.
Wow. Anybody
But
from that game? Yeah,
I could
man.
see Tate. You know, if him and
The,
Stafford get their chemistry together, they can always do damage each week. You know,
yeah.
because of Tate, he catches the ball, he
Hmm.
takes short passes, and his yards after the catch is what makes him. Uh,
Yeah, a great value
so
to play, right?
and you know, so if they can ever get their chemistry together, Tate will always be a good play.
Hmm.
And uh, uh, I ain't feeling Marvin this week. I'm not feeling Marvin this week, and that defense, that coach defense. I mean, not coach.
Detroit.
No, not Detroit. The
Redskins.
Washington, yeah, that Washington defense. Norman, I like to see Norman get. I like to see Norman get him an interception this week, man. They secondary gonna have to chase around these guys, and Stafford will be throwing it for sure.
Yeah. Do you like Deshaun Jackson? I like Deshaun Jackson this week. If Detroit's,
I, I seen it was a little bit. Well, he got a little injury bug going on or
yeah,
something. Don't
yeah, he does. If he
Other
can,
than that, uh,
let me see what's
I
on here.
might just stick with the. I might just stick with the Crowder theory.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, Crowder.
Crowder. He likes to target Crowder in that end zone, but a healthy Deshaun Jackson will blow the cover off that defense over there, and
Yeah.
so I'm just loving Kirk Cousins overall,
Me too. I'm gonna have a bunch of lines with Kirk Cousins this week. He's
and Jones.
yeah. Jones. Yeah, for sure.
They get a lead, and then Jones can pound it on them.
Hmm.
So
All right, we'll
got a
go.
couple more days to figure out which route you exactly want to take with the wide.
Yeah, let it. I like what you're saying. We let it marinate. I've been using that at work now.
Mhm.
Let it marinate, man. Let it marinate. It'll come
Yes.
through. It'll taste. The taste will come through. Um, the next matchup is gonna be probably one of the highest owned matchups area where everyone's gonna be highly gonna contain the high owned players of the week, and this is San Diego against Atlanta. I think everyone's gonna play at least one Julio and Matt Ryan stack. He's playing. They're playing at home, and the over under is just ridiculous. 53 over. They have Atlanta by 6.5. I think if Julio Jones wants, he did do a pretty good job against was it Seattle last week?
Yeah.
It was unfortunate with that last play, that big old pass interference from Richard Sherman, but that's the NFL. San Diego, I like Hunter. Um, I think when you were talking about naked quarterbacks, I think Phillip Rivers is a good naked quarterback because since he's been throwing it to everybody, you just don't really know who he's gonna stay with. He might be a nice naked quarterback just to go with. I like I like the running backs in this team right here too with Atlanta, man. You can go with Coleman or Freeman. That's kind of one of those tough plays because Coleman tends to do the whole running back and wide receiver position. You know, he likes to switch to the slot
Right.
or the wide. So you can go with either one, and I think Freeman might do. Freeman will get a good number against San Diego this week too.
This
But
is a dome.
it's a dome game, so you know there's
It's
gonna
a
be a
dome.
lot of balls flying.
So I'm gonna monitor this game closely, man. They got, man, look at that over under. Wow, but
hmm
uh that's on the 4. Okay.
hmm
And by the way, the 1 p.m. slate, I looked at them, and the 4 p.m. slate, both of those individual slates look juicy for everybody out there just that don't want to go a part of the whole field,
hmm
the whole Sunday and all that. If you want to break it down to slates, both of those slates look real good. So
Yeah, I
you
love
can
him,
pick
man.
your poisons, or you can pick your poisons. You can fire off into each one of them, get paid. It's less because waiting that whole Sunday out can be nerve wracking as
hmm
you watch your lineups fall. Or with those individual slates, when the games are over, the games are over. So,
Correct.
but with that being said, boom, man, Matt Ryan, Julio, man, it
hmm
could be it could be a party, man, over there.
hmm
That's all I have to say. I love me some Matt Ryan and Julio in this game.
hmm
Uh, uh,
After what happened in Seattle, yes.
yes, and some Hunter,
hmm
man. Even on San Diego side, man, things could get really chippy in that game, man. So
hmm They have Tyrell Williams. Oh, if Travis Benjamin is not gonna play, then Tyrell Williams will be a
I
nice.
like I like Tyrell in that game either way it go.
hmm
Yeah, that's who I was eyeing. Tyrell and like you said, Henry, he's a good play.
hmm
Uh, I don't know what they're gonna do with Gates. What they're gonna do? They have him as a. They could just say, have him as a red zone threat
hmm
up in there and kind of run a couple double tight end sets and stuff like that. Mix it up a little bit, make the offense a little bit more dangerous. But as far as them, though, I like Tyrell and the tight end.
hmm What do you think about Inman? Do you think Inman might show up this week too?
Emin, he has potential, he has upside, and all of that. It's just they're gonna need him. They're gonna need him, so he could be a sneaky play.
Yeah, knowing that oh my god, I can't even. Rivers is not really uh he's not really picky. He doesn't really stick to one person only. He's been pretty nice to sharing the ball around. So who knows, man? I think if Inman decides to show up, he might get it all day too. And they get
Right.
about the same amount of targets. So they're projected almost closely the same amount of targets. Just got 4, but with if Benjamin doesn't play, then you know what's gonna happen. For his price at 3,300 too, might be a really nice pick. And let's see, Henry is at 3,600. That's not bad at all. Jacob Tammy's at 2,800. Yeah, man, you can probably just build a lineup just based off of this team, this game alone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then we'll go into another good lineup, another tasty game. That's going to be Tampa Bay against San Francisco. Okay, Mike Evans is gonna get so much touches this game. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
who's the running back? The key is the running back because 49ers have just been giving it some.
Jack Wiz, I really like Jack Wiz Rogers as this one here, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be,
Probably highly owned too.
yeah, he's gonna be highly owned, but count me in. I really like Jack Wiz Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Vincent Jackson. He's nicked up, right?
He's done. Yeah, he's out.
He's
He's on
done.
injured reserve.
Cooked. So I got to find out what that means. But in the meanwhile, Mike Evans will be heavily targeted.
Yes, he will.
So I like that triple stack right out the gate. Mike Evans,
Yeah.
Winston, and Jacquizz Rodgers all day long.
Yep. It's looking delicious. And Colin Kaepernick playing at home with 5,300, I think he might be a decent play too because of Tampa Bay's defense really isn't all that too. So
The secondary ain't all that.
yeah.
And we got to find out. I went Kaepernick Curly when I supposed to have been Kaepernick
And Smith, huh?
Smith.
Yeah.
So right off the back, I'm not going to be fooled. They got a little something going on. I'll take advantage of that.
Yeah, they do.
I'll take
I
advantage
think
of
that's
that.
all they got. If I know that Curly got open a couple of times and Kaepernick just overthrew him he underthrew Torrey Smith for that touchdown, and Torrey just adjusted towards it and he took it home. That's it. So you can go with either one, and that was Cap's first game coming back. So now he's gonna play at home. Expect it to be a good game for those two, and I don't know if Carlos Hyde comes back. I really like him too. So you can go with Hyde too.
I don't know what's the status with Hyde. It ain't looking too good, I don't think, though.
No, it's not. I think he has a shoulder injury. Let me check Carlos Hyde. Carlos Hyde he is dealing with shoulder injury. So it isn't overly serious, but he should miss one game with the 49ers on a week 8 bye. So he's probably gonna lose this one. So Sean Drawn might be a good play, even though he doesn't really. I don't know. His run's not as great. He's not a bowling ball.
Right.
But that's the picks for those, and we'll go on to New England and Pittsburgh now.
I feel bad for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Lost the big cheeseburger.
I know.
And
I wanted to see this matchup. No, I really wanted to see this matchup with Big Ben in it too. And it was just unfortunate that happened, man. Because this would have been a nice game to watch.
Yes, it would have. I don't know what to say, man.
They're gonna have Landry, for sure.
They're gonna have Landry back there, and it's gonna look like the Bell show. But they're gonna need every bit of everything to try to beat out these Patriots, man. Last week, Brady came, bust that white thing out last week. James White, and it just went haywire from there. Gronk is back in full effect.
He sure is.
You never know what's going to be now with that offense, man. You might see Edelman jamming this week. So
or Amendola, yep.
Yep. So I don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be they got it at the 45 over under New England by 7.
But we can't say that Tom Brady will be also a good naked QB pick, right?
I don't know about. I don't know.
Or do you think that Blunt? Because I really think this game is gonna be all about Blunt.
All about Blunt.
because
Oh no, no. See,
because he
look,
was
look,
angry at
look.
Pittsburgh last time. Yeah.
Brady. Brady ain't been playing, man. Look at the preseason. Look what happened in the preseason. What did he do? Didn't he just play? He came out there and played, right?
Yeah.
He was playing. What was he doing? Did he? If I'm mistaken, what did he do? Did he play in the last preseason game? Did he play in the second half or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and New England will they will run the score up. And Brady needs that,
Hmm.
or he just does that, man. That's just him, man. He'll go out there and just
Play
put
all
a
day.
50 ball on you
Hmm.
quick.
He will do it until he knows that he can punt the ball himself.
Yeah,
You
and,
know, I
yeah,
think
he'll
that's his
do
goal, man, just to make sure that he
it.
can get so good so he can punt the ball on you, just for.
He can just be following a trend, like, okay, it's this your week. So who first it was Ben,
Yeah, yeah. First it was,
right?
yeah.
Then he went to Bennett, then he went to
He went to White now. White
White and Gronk, right?
yeah. Uh huh.
Not Amendola, but uh Edelman might be next,
Yeah.
you know. So ain't no telling, man. Because man, Pittsburgh, they'll do it right to you too.
Yeah.
They go right in there, run that score up, and Brady, he's fired up this season.
Hmm.
They didn't lose nothing. Garoppolo didn't lose nothing but one game, or who lost that one game?
It was because of I forget his name already too, the other QB, but that was the game where they just got completely. It was against the Bills.
Oh, okay. So, you know,
I forget his name,
Brady's
but
looking to
Brissett.
perfect this.
Yeah.
He's looking to perfect the rest of this season, man.
I think they took
So,
Brissett out. Yeah. Hmm.
but you do have a point there, though. If you can't pinpoint who it's going to, yeah, Brady. Yeah, you can definitely use Brady and a lot of other players.
I think he'll give you at least two touchdowns.
Brady.
Yeah. I know for
Mm.
sure that I'm fading Antonio Brown this week, man. We seen that. We seen what happened last. Was it last year, where we had no more Big Ben. And it was Landry, and then it was Michael Vick, and Antonio Brown's production went downhill
Right.
because there's not that they don't have that chemistry. They just don't. On the other hand, though, they don't have I forgot he's gone now, huh? The other wide receiver, forget his name already. Martavis Bryant, he's done. So,
Yeah.
he got Howard Bay and Eli Rogers and Coates. Did you ride on Coates last week?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, a lot of people were riding. I'm like, I don't think he's gonna do it again. But
Um,
everyone loved his big play, his big score, but
yes.
I just don't believe in the second chance.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll move on to the last two games. So we got Seattle and Arizona.
Seattle and Arizona.
The late night hammer. I don't know, man. That's gonna be tough. Do you think that you should still go with David Johnson even though he's been on this incredible 30-point streak games?
Um, if it ain't broke, man, don't fix it, man. Uh, I believe they're gonna have to try to take one or the other away from them.
They're
I
yeah.
think I think Carson Palmer has already taken the damn passing game away from their damn self. So
Yeah.
uh, maybe I don't know what their plan's gonna be like defensively, but I mean, unless Carson Palmer does something, I mean, steps his game up, Seattle gonna take this one, and the weeks are rolling past, and guess what?
Hmm.
Uh, Wilson is getting healthy. as
Mm-hmm.
these weeks are going by,
Mm-hmm.
and they took a they lost their game right against
No,
Atlanta.
no, they won.
They won.
Yeah, they barely won.
Okay. Yeah. So that all that's his confidence going coming into this week,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's a
it
division
could
game too, so
really,
they're
it
gonna
could
play
be
hard.
really rough for them. If Carson Palmer don't play at the park, it could be really rough for them. But
Yeah.
depending on what site you play on, uh, you still can get money out of David Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what his price is, but 7,400. What's
Yeah.
that on DraftKings?
Yeah.
You can
DraftKings.
still get money out of them, even if they fall down in the passing game and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
uh, that's about where I'm at with this game.
Hmm.
Um, if I do take anyone, it would be Fitzgerald,
Mm-hmm.
big physical receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Who can do a
and then
number? Who can do a number on Richard Sherman? Yeah.
yeah, and David Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
The boys they're gonna have to come to play. They're gonna have to really come to play. And Seattle on the Seattle side of things, Christian Michael, I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
What about Jimmy Graham? You think Jimmy Graham's gonna do decent?
I definitely like him. I definitely like Jimmy Graham.
He almost had
You
100
know,
yards last game too.
he's coming around. They're coming around. Their chemistry is steady building.
Yeah.
And one thing about Seattle, Russell and the Seattle Seahawks is close. Mid-season, close to the half the season, they turn it all the way around. They
Yeah.
get on a roll. They win 6, 7 straight. They make their playoff run. It's that time.
Mm-hmm.
So this should be a slugfest. I hope um Carson Palmer brings his game. He
Yeah.
should be starting right. Yeah. I hope he
Yeah.
bring his game, man. But on the Seattle side of the ball, I like Christian Michael, and I really was on Lockett
Mm-hmm.
last week for some reason, and
Me
I
too.
believe I believe Lockett on that other side over there, by him being on the other side, I like Lockett as a sneaky play.
Mm. Yeah, I know. I had I had Kurtz last week, and he was trying to sneak in a couple, and he dropped one in the end zone, I believe. Because Kurtz is one of those guys that he'll give you one good game out of the season, and I'm trying to pinpoint which game that's gonna be, and it might be one of these close hardcore defense games. Because Kurtz is gonna probably, we know that Peterson's probably gonna lock up with Baldwin or Lockett, so. I need to get back into those wide receiver cornerback charts too from Pro Football Focus. I gotta make that account
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
those really helped me out last year making my decisions with the wide receivers, so you can see who they're matching up and what the ratings were. And if anybody got it or have it, post it in the Facebook page. It'd be a big help. I got it last year with the DK sign up. You sign up with the DK, they give you a year gold membership. You could actually do that with Fanduel this year too. You put only for new members, put $25 and you get a year subscription of it. So that's something to look into. And then lastly, so we have Houston and Denver. Um, and
Monday game. Uh, Houston and Denver.
this time
I,
I
I,
think, yeah, this time I'm fading completely Osweiler on this one.
I had him in my Millie, him strong,
Mm-hmm.
and it
And
was
hot.
my Millie lineup was already cashing
Mm-hmm.
uh, before that game started. But anyway, um, I'm quite sure Denver wants to get back there and put their hands on Osweiler.
Yeah.
I know that much. On a side note, is Houston they have a game plan. They've been trying to incorporate their tight ends a little bit more, so that's something to look out for.
Yep.
I have Federer Rich or
Yeah.
whatever his name is last week.
Mm-hmm.
He did pretty good. He had about 20 points, but that's the game plan from here going out. They're really trying to get the tight ends involved also, which is a good thing. Take some pressure off. It helps open it up for Newt and the rest of the gang. Fuller, the young boy over there, in Denver's secondary. It should be a dog fight, but I know they're itching to get back there to Osweiler.
Yeah.
Denver really disappointed me. I actually made it to the in that last week. Remember that 2-game slate? I actually got to tie for first for 11,000.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I could go up there and I could wring Demaryius Thomas' neck right now. Do nothing for me, man. Nothing, man. I finished with like 7 points out of first.
Oh.
It was just ridiculous, man. Was sick. He didn't do anything. Dropped the ball. Didn't look like he wanted to play last week. But anyway, fast forward back to this week. I'm not really even on this game. A low total. This game will not be a part of any of my slates.
Yeah. Besides a Monday, Thursday one only, huh?
Yeah, besides a Monday, Thursday, if I play that, and I have to try to come up with something for you guys out there, but it's hard. I don't even really know which way to go.
Yeah, well, and with that, we'll say what Denzell say. Just let it marinate, right, guys? We got a couple of days to let especially these late night ones to sit on. It's good to focus mainly on these morning ones. We have a lot of morning games, as you see. We're only gonna have 4 afternoon games, and the morning games are gonna be heavily filled in. So, and we have that Giants game and the Rams game in London. So there's a lot of things to look forward towards this weekend. Let it sit, let it marinate. Don't worry about the prime times. Those you can probably just sit down with in an hour just to sit down and choose who you think is going to go through. You don't have that much player selections to go through, and it's a highly defensive game. Those 2 primetime games, so you can. It should be a nice, easy choice, and everyone's pretty cheap on the wide receiver and core. Besides Fitzgerald and Johnson, but that's we're almost sitting at 2 hours, so that's our show for week 7, guys. Please, if you guys made it past to the 140 minutes mark. You guys are still listening. If you're still listening, thank you again, guys. We appreciate it. If you are, please put down your name in the comment section. I'm going to give you a big shout out in the next video. Thank you guys for listening. Pay attention throughout the week. We will be posting some lineups, some mock lineups for you guys so that you guys can have a good idea of who to play, who to put in your core, and who we like generally. But anything else you want to add on today, Denzell?
Yeah, share my screen real fast.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's end it with how you're.
See if we got a sweat going on right
here.
Okay.
Let's see if all right, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and you can share yours.
Okay. Let's see where we're at. Can you see me? Can you see me now?
Yes, I can.
All right, we got a nice sweat going on right here. The one lineup right here, we getting 291, and it looks like that's me in 6th place. Hopefully, get up there. I mean, ain't no by any means. I know it might not, probably don't hold or nothing like that. But
how many games are left? This is the last game, right?
Last game. I got Curry going. Hopefully Curry goes for the home run and everybody else sits.
Yeah.
and I can just try to cruise on up there, and everybody go have a seat and just
Maybe
let
we gotta.
Curry shoot jumpers in the gym by himself.
What's in first place right now? It's like 300.
First place is 300. Let's see who
303.
he has. Oh, he has
He's
nobody
done, huh?
on.
He's done.
And who was the second place? He has Klay Thompson. I have Curry.
They both have the same points too. That's incredible. Wow.
And
However, everyone else behind you, they have about 1 or 3 players. Okay, but you're sitting pretty good though.
yeah, but it is what it is, man. You know.
Oh,
It'll cash.
oh.
It'll cash for something.
Oh man, you gotta let me know where you land on this one. I think I hope you stay in the top 5. That's awesome. A nice 3.
Going on, moving on up. Yeah, it's a lot of basketball to go. It's a lot of players to go, man. So hopefully I can get a top 50 finish at least. But I'll be trying to bring some basketball content too, guys, man. Just my schedule has just been kind of hectic, man. So once my schedule calm down, we'll be bringing some heat on the basketball side also, guys. So
that is
what I'm saying?
awesome. There you go, second place. Oh,
so it is what it is, man.
Well, I'm excited for you, man. Wow, man.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, sure, maybe we should just stay on live until it ends, huh? It'll be worth to see you take the first place. I think the guy in first place sweating you right now, man.
No, it's a lot of. I mean, I might touch first place, but it won't last, man, because there's some hell of a lineups coming, man. You got Durant's and all of these guys coming, so definitely it'll fall, but. It just lets you know.
It's looking
it's
good.
Always hope.
Looking good for King Denzell, man. Look at that, man. Woo! Second place sitting at 299 with Stephen Curry left, huh?
Yeah, man. It sure looks nice, man. But that's all I got, though. I wish I would have messed around.
Man, I love your humbleness.
Yeah, man. It's your time. When it's your time, it'll be your time. Right now, it's probably my time.
Man, I've been waiting 3 years for that. But it's incredible, man. This is incredible, man. This is like it's been normal for you though. I swear, I seen you in the same position like last week.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean. I always got it stuck in my head. It ain't over till it's over, man. And I've been in this position a nice amount of times, So it is what it is. All good vibes, though,
Yes, sir.
It's all good vibes.
Yes, sir. I'm pulling through for you, man. I hope this one takes it to the top. I hope you stay down there, man.
Stay. I didn't do.
Yeah.
Some bad weather to come through that motherfucker right now. Nobody get hurt or nothing. Just cancel the game. That's it.
Wow. Well, if you guys want to see how he does, you guys can go and subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our Facebook page. Okay, guys, go and like it because Denzell will be posting the results there, right?
Definitely.
Okay. All right. And with that, me and Denzell are out. Thank you guys again for listening and watching. We appreciate it so much. We'll see you guys in week 8.